Hello and welcome back, I'm Sean, and today we're taking a look at a budget-friendly ANC headphones by SuperEQ, and I wonder if this will be a promising headphones for someone looking for quality sound and build quality. So let's check it out. So starting with what I like about this headphone is the sound quality you get. More specifically, the sound quality when using these headphones in wired high-res audio mode. Everything just sounds polished and well executed, and we'll discuss more of the sound quality in later section. Also, what I like is the battery life of these headphones. With ANC off, you're getting a 100-hour battery life, which is really very impressive in today's standards. And even with ANC on, you're still getting a good 60 hours of battery life, and this is tested mostly at 50% volume, so the louder you play them, the lower the battery life. So if that said, these headphones also comes with quick charging, so 5 minutes of charge will give you 7 hours without ANC. Also, I like the fact that you get a detachable microphone to use with these headphones to improve the call quality with its ANC AI algorithm, and the call quality definitely is improved as compared to just using the built-in microphone on the headphones itself. And specs wise, you're also getting a decent Bluetooth 5.4 with support for AAC and SBC codec. And to the areas I think could be better, firstly, if you use these headphones in wired mode, which ideally you should, none of the electronics work because it's only working through an analog 3.5mm jack and not a Type-C wired mode. So no mics, no boom mics, no electronics, no ANC. Secondly, there isn't any rated IP rating for these headphones, so this isn't something you bring out and use it in the rain or use it in the gym. And although you get good sound quality via the wired mode, Bluetooth audio does sound inconsistent at times and have a somewhat odd W-shaped tuning, which emphasizes the mid vocals a little bit too much on some genre of music. And also to that point, there isn't any app to adjust the tuning further to something that you like. Finally, I wish there is a case that came along with these headphones. It isn't something too expensive to include, and it makes traveling with ANC headphones more logical than just chucking it into your bag. So if that said, the A200 comes in at a very budget-friendly price of 48 US dollars or around 215 Malaysia ringgit. Not too expensive for the specs and performance you get with these headphones. And if you find value in what you hear and like what you see, I hope you can support the channel by liking and subscribing to the channel and ring the notification bell so the YouTube algorithm can pick this up. And if you want to buy these headphones, do check out my links below. So let's talk about the sound quality of these headphones, and you're basically getting two different types of sound signature and using it in wired mode and in Bluetooth mode. When using it in wired mode, you essentially get into the high-res audio sound signature, so everything here sounds really polished, presented in a flatter plane. Bass-wise, you're getting quite a good sub-bass reproduction with thinner texture to it. It doesn't get deep as to most high-res headphones, giving you more resolution than a thicker deep sub-bass. So mid-bass thumbs solid and firm and very satisfying. So mids in wired mode is also nice sounding with a very central sound stage, not being overpowered by either end of the sound spectrum. And from what I can hear in different music genre, rarely do I hear muffling or distortion. Only when the recording source of the audio is less than ideal, then the headphones will kind of amplify that lower quality. In terms of the highs, very sparkly, clean and distortion free. It doesn't get too sharp or annoying, which is a good sign of how the audio is tuned on these headphones. And when you get into Bluetooth mode, sound signature takes a bigger turn and you get a very W-shaped signature. So if you look at the EQ, it kind of looks like this, where you kind of get a slight emphasis on the bass note. Sub-bass is much thicker and mid-bass is also represented very well here. However, one key thing that I noticed is that the mids is very forwardly tuned, hence that W-shaped sound signature at the peak in the middle there, where you hear a lot of that vocal notes. And listening to songs, for example, Because You Love Me by Celine Dion, and the backup singers in the chorus just seems like they are standing right in front of my face and not the most balanced in my opinion. Finally, the highs is up there, but does sound a lot more muffled than the headphones in wired mode. But this sound signature doesn't happen to all genre of music, and I sometimes hear songs like One Step Closer by Linkin Park sounding a lot more warmer and muffled. All in all, great high-res audio sound signature and a Bluetooth sound signature that needs a little bit of tuning. However, there isn't any app for you to fine-tune the audio further. So this is a test to see if the SuperEQ A200, now without the boom mic, is a good headphones for making phone calls. So this means speaking in a relatively quiet environment, and this is the call quality that you can expect. So what I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear a difference. So now there's a simulated background noise in the background, and this is the call quality that you can expect with this headphones. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below. So this is a test to see if the SuperEQ A200 is a good headphones for making phone calls. So this is me speaking in a relatively quiet environment, and this is the call quality that you can expect. So what I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear a difference. So now there's a simulated background noise playing in the background, and this is the call quality that you can expect with these headphones. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below. So the headphones you get here is very simple. There isn't a lot going on the design, and from a build quality standpoint, they are quite simple as well. And at the top here, you're going to get a PU leather headband with a soft non-memory foam inside. The headphone stretches decently wide, but does crumple up the PU leather band at the top there. And you do see the SuperEQ branding at both sides of the headphone band. The extension arm on this headphone is modern with mostly internal extension with no ugly plastics jutting out, very seamless and solid design. The ear cups do rotate and tilt, but it doesn't fold, so it doesn't go upwards and fold, so this is mostly packed away flat. So if you want to put it in your bag, it's just going in like that because there's no case. And also I don't see any design on the ear cups here, and it's basically a matte black piece of plastic. Inside here you do see the left and right indicator, and most of the controls are on the left ear cups itself. You get a very unique circular rotating dial here that you can rotate to change the volume, and also click to control the media playback. And you also get an ANC button at the bottom here, a 3.5mm jack to use the headphones in wired mode, and finally a Type-C port to charge the headphones or to use the provided Type-C boom mic. As I mentioned, note that if you're in wired mode, none of the controls, ANC and mic works, so you need to be in Bluetooth mode for all of those to work. And you also cannot charge the headphones and use it at the same time. Anytime you plug a power source into the Type-C port, the headphones will turn off and you cannot play any music. So in terms of volume for Bluetooth mode, I get to a comfortable listening volume at around 45 to 50% volume, pretty late in the range, but it does get loud at around 75% volume. So there is still a lot more power to get even louder, so volume isn't really bad on these headphones, but you get a very small window to tune. In wired mode, I get a comfortable listening volume at only 10% volume, and 40% volume is already too loud for me, and you can actually go a lot higher and louder when playing it using wired mode. So let's talk about ANC performance of these headphones, and it's pretty mediocre, and it does work decently when you have music playing, but it wouldn't give you that absolute serene and silent experience. So for the most part, you will still hear a bit of your environmental sound coming through, and in the low humming noise test such as airplane cabin noise or road noise test, the headphones does okay and lowers the environmental noise by roughly 50 to 60% volume, and definitely requires audio playing to cover up the noise. And in the high pitch cafe test, or when you have people talking around you, for the most part you're going to hear a lot of the sound coming through, and the headphones lowers the volume say around 50%. So you need to play audio maybe 40 to 50% volume to cover up those noise. Transparency mode here feels natural, where it feels like you're not wearing any headphones, but there isn't any amplification to give you that superhuman feeling. So overall, I'm rating the SuperEQ A200 an ANC score of 7.7 out of 10. So there isn't any dedicated gaming mode on these headphones. However, that Bluetooth 5.4 chipset works great in reducing overall latency with this headphone. So playing games like PUBG feels pretty lag-free. Not 100% lag-free, but definitely playable with these headphones. And watching movies and videos also sees no latency here. Anyways, let's take a look at the latency performance of these headphones. So a really decent pair of ANC headphones with great high-res wired sound signature. There are some quirks here and there, but at this price point, especially with that battery life you're getting, I definitely can't complain, and I think it's worth your time checking out. And if you want to check out a comparison of some of Edifice's latest headphones lineup, this comparison video right over here will definitely give you some insights, and I'll see you over at that video.